One of the most famous speeches of Haj Malik Shabazz is when he talks about the Field Negro and the House Negro. Now, I believe sometimes we miss the point in seeing that there were a lot of House Negroes that helped, that wanted to help the Field Negroes. Not every House Negro wanted to be in the house. And to bring ourselves back together, noticing it's not a matter of colorism, it's a matter of lower self and higher self. It's a matter of uniting on principle, uniting on belief, uniting on vision, uniting on purpose. Peace. Travel sorta well. It's pure sound daily business. It's part 2 of bringing together the streets and the adepts. Not to say street people cannot be adepts, because really, a whole lot of street people adept. We're just more talking about the two different types. I didn't really want to use school or academics, because I don't even think that's really what we're trying to capture here. We're talking about people, all people that have been disenfranchised from the society we live in the U.S. That's where we're recording live right now. And people that have been disenfranchised in all ways. Didn't find a place in school. And been going through it. Feeling alone out here. Frustrated. Angry. Lost. Went down some wrong roads. That's who I'm speaking to. Those that just didn't quite fit in. And yet, knew they had a people. Fit in with the others people who didn't fit in. Start saying, you know what, there's a lot of us that don't fit in. And I don't want to fit in. Because this ain't it. This ain't me. But then we can get caught up in what the mainstream be telling us. Telling us without saying. Saying this is actually the right way to do things. I'm saying the right way to do things is how things get done. That's what we talking about here. A pure sound daily business. It ain't about no school, academic, television, authority figure, none of that. It's about what's been done before and how things have been observed to get done in the past and to this day. Principles and systems. And I opened up the Field Negro and the House Negro. Very powerful speech. Sometimes we can be a little too simple. It's a word I always love called nuance. Adds a little complexity, multi-layers to things. And that it's a little too simple to just say, oh, Negroes in the field, Negroes in the house. They at odds with each other. They fighting each other. As if they weren't family. But what we're talking about is that skin folk that ain't kinfolk. Because Brother Shabazz was talking about a specific type that takes on for himself what he is not himself. That takes up for someone else more than that someone else takes up for themselves. that identifies himself with his master. Now, this is a universal message because all nations have suffered slavery. So as humans, let's look at what we've done to each other on the lowest levels, at the worst levels. And this is the difference of you skin folk with me, regardless if you're looking to fight against enslavement, starting with enslavement of the mind. And that any word that someone says, if you're expected to react a certain type of way, that's called mind control. And mind control is also known as having a dirty mind. That's why you need to clean that piece up. So a lot of people with dirty minds out here. Minds that have been dirtied up from the information they've received from society that does not serve their best interests. And this is what having an enslaved mind looks like. You know, it sounds like saying what you can't do. It sounds like saying someone's going to stop you. It sounds like you saying you won't be able to do it yourself unless something else happens. These are all signs of a dirty mind. I know what I suffer from, the dirtiest of my mind, that I have to continue to wash up, is the doubt. Doubting myself. A lot of times, it's like I doubt what message I should really be putting out there. That's why we turning up on Pure Sound Daily Business. It's like, this is all I got. I got my experience, I got my thoughts. You know, but I doubt because I'm not super grown up with my own heritage and my own culture. You know, I've always been an outsider. But I see how that has an advantage right now because I got an outsider's perspective. And wherever I am, I'm with those that are righteous. I'm with those that want to change the worst and make it the best. I'm with those that want to help people like me when I was young. So that's what we're working for. And to open your mind up wherever you fall. Whether you from the streets, whether you an adept, whether you from school, whether you working a job, whether you a civilian, whether you military, wherever you fall. If you're frustrated with where you're at, and you got big ideas on where you want to be, who you want to be, that's who I want to rock with. It's Travis Sotawell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Let's keep pushing forward. Peace.